has been the highlight of the quarter. Additionally, the management has remained pretty much bullish on the stock and on the company performance as well. What they are saying is that it's a historic quarter for the company as they've crossed several significant milestones on their journey.
Come back to you, Hiral. Kiran Mazumdar Shaw speaking. Let's listen.
Including an exceptional income that we realized from the Syngene IPO. Net profit margin accordingly was at a level of 36%. EBITDA has grown 18% this quarter to 222 crores. And at a half-yearly level, EBITDA grew 21% to 458 crores. The EBITDA margin this quarter has improved from 24% to 26%. And this is on the back of a 64% jump in R&D expenses from 35 crores last fiscal, in Q2 last fiscal, to 57 crores in Q2 this fiscal. At a half-yearly level as well, R&D expenses have jumped 62% from 66 crores to 107 crores. And if you look at R&D expenses at a gross level, we are at 183 crores at a half-year level and at 90 crores at a quarterly level. Now coming to Syngene, which has had a very stellar debut in terms of its entry into the market. Its first reported earnings in Q2 this time around, its debut reporting this time, has been a very stellar entry. Syngene has delivered broad-based growth both at a quarterly level and at a half-yearly level in terms of top-line growth of 28%. EBITDA has seen a growth of 27% at a half-yearly level and at 30% at this quarter. In terms of PAT, at a half-yearly level, it has grown 29% to almost 96 crores from last year's 75 crores. And at a quarterly level, PAT has actually jumped 31% from 40 crores last fiscal to 52.3 crores this fiscal. So as you can see, I think both Syngene and Biocon have had a very good quarter to report and a good half year to report this time around. Certainly, I think Syngene has delivered very robustly on its business, where all its businesses have grown and delivered robust growth. As far as R&D spends are concerned at Biocon, we continue to advance very rapidly in the clinic. And as you can see from the jump in R&D expenses, this only indicates the advancement made by these programs in the clinic. And we are very pleased that 5 of our biosimilar programs are in this global phase 3 clinical development phase. And we expect that some of these programs will be filed both in the US and Europe next fiscal. So I think this is an extremely important segment to watch. I think this is an important entry point for Biocon and Mylan. We are front runners in biosimilars globally. And of course, from India, we are certainly the most advanced company in pursuing the biosimilars opportunity. And this is a very exciting opportunity and space for us to play in. We have already seen good penetration of biosimilars, especially Glargine, and now very soon Trastuzumab in the emerging markets. We have just received regulatory approval for Trastuzumab in Algeria. We have already received regulatory approval for Glargine in Mexico, and this continues to do well for us. This time around, although we have seen a stable performance at Biocon in terms of top line, there has been improved profitability. And this profitability is actually attributable to a very good product mix, largely led by insulins and immunosuppressants. This, we believe, is an indication of the importance of these two segments in our growth ahead, especially the biosimilars. In terms of Syngene, I have just mentioned that, this is a very important starting quarter for Syngene. Syngene has had a resounding success in terms of its IPO. As you know, it was oversubscribed 31 times, and I think this has basically, reposed the confidence that the investors have in a business like Syngene. I will, of course, leave it to my colleague Peter Baines, the CEO of Syngene, to give you more optics on the business and prospects ahead. But suffice to say that this is a very proud moment for Biocon, because we have unlocked very huge value from Syngene's listing. And having said that, we are also, pleased to sort of state that we are actually, going to play a very leadership role in the research services space in Asia. Syngene is already...
Management of Biocon there, the company has seen a profit jump of nearly 200%, largely on the back of a one-time gain of about 300 odd crores from divesting about 11% in Syngene. Just pull up the Biocon stock for you. That's seeing momentum in today's trade, up about 0.8%. That's now, in fact, about 1.5%. But let's continue talking about Hero. Hiral, back with us. Hiral, you were running us through the breakup in terms of how the quarter has been, but also focus on what the brokerages are saying on the earnings.